け翼。
Hi guys, welcome to the live stream.
Hello, hi.
So
Kozo here.
yes, so TK here. So today we are going to change the format of our live stream because we think that it's a bit stale. So we will be only playing friendly games if there's any request. If there's no request, most likely we'll just play one game with you guys randomly if you guys wish to. So now we are going to focus more on what is new. So we are going through every single banner and we will tell you briefly what we feel about the players and if what are the points that you should think about before you try for these players.
Yep. Let's start.
Okay, I was wondering if you got anything to add. Hi Dimas.
Well,
Hi Kaito, hi Davin, hi Tintin, hi Natureza. Thanks for joining us joining the stream.
hi everyone.
So
Yes, there's been a lot of banners at the moment, so let's just go through and then give our thoughts lah.
alright, so we'll start with this new banner first. So the first player we're going to look at is Luis Empoli. I guess this is the fake version of Enrique, right?
Yes, Luis Enrique.
But how come he can only play as a AM?
Well, yes, he's quite an all-rounder.
Right.
Like his name, reliable
Yeah,
all-rounder.
all-rounder. Then how come he's an AM only? Why? We have no idea. of
Idea
course.
lah. Serious.
So if you look at his stats, right, he is more onto the dribble side. Wait, just give me a minute. I think I have the figure somewhere. I just need to go and fish it out.
Wait, your mic is on, right?
My mic is on. It's very on.
Just checking.
Hi NBA. I'm sure if not they will be asking, hey, what happened to TK's voice.
They might have gotten too used to it already.
It's something of the norm, so there's no need to I guess. Okay, so how you feel about Empoli? What are your general feel about him? Without looking at the figures first. Let's look at the hidden abilities. Okay, sorry. You can go ahead.
Yeah. For me, he offers shield, which is something we all need, but I don't think it's actually worth pulling for because he doesn't really contribute much. I don't think he will have a place in my team. So even with the shield and the stats down,
Right, but
plus he wants a AM spot, which is not a position where I can fit in someone like him.
right. And the thing is, the debuff is only focused on who the Blanco Magic players. So currently, who do you see the most? Maybe Bueno, Natureza, these two. Fargo, maybe sometimes.
That's probably these two.
Fargo sometimes.
Getting rarer also.
Cassius or
Lucius.
Cassius. Yes, Lucius. Yes, I forget how to talk because there's some notification going on. Let me mute it first. Okay, muted. Alright, so no more distraction. So I will check out their numbers. Okay, their skills is okay lah. For 450 for the dribble is not the worst we have seen, and intercept is quite decent as well. So, but the thing is, okay, his dribble he can reach 74k. 74k is pretty high nowadays, but against meta defenders, I think as long as they guess correctly, right, they should be able to get the his dribble. Most of them, in fact. And
even on the sides, right?
That is with the sides calculated already. 74k. Okay. It's pretty high, but nowadays, do you find it very difficult to dribble past, bully people with dribble using either Natureza during full power or even the Miguel? It's not so effective anymore, right?
Yeah.
Do you notice? Because a lot of people are using Inside Master and stuff. How do you feel? Sorry.
Yeah, I think nowadays need to guess correctly. As in, we need to make sure don't pass when they intercept or dribble when they tackle. Because
Right,
even the very good players will get their balls taken.
right. And the thing about this Empoli is his passing is actually not great. With S perfect cross, it only reaches 59k. So 59k is quite decent because okay, one thing about when you know that the figures for this play is lopsided, right? So most likely you will tackle. It actually works into your advantage in some sense. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every time
Guessing
I
lah.
would guess that Luis will always dribble, but you can sometimes surprise people with your pass. But 59k is not very high, so it's not very reliable as well. So other than that, he can't really contribute much. His intercept is decent, 66k, and only at the sides, okay? So when it comes to defend, right, you don't have control of your player. So your player sometimes drift to the middle and you lose your side master. So without side master, I think it is about 55k. Still decent, but his tackle is extremely weak. Even at the sides, only 48k because of speed tackle, speed tackle. So defensively, he is not going to contribute much for sure. So
Yeah, I actually find Figo a better player, more usable than.
right. In fact, Figo is a very strong passer, right? He's both his passing and
high.
dribble are quite high, right?
As long as his stamina is high.
Yeah. Hi Johannes. Hi Osama. Hi Nyokung.
Yeah, they are actually at the bullying level,
Right. Actually,
even in this meta.
right. Even 74k is in the bullying meta, but if you take a look, we take a closer look at all our meta defenders, Bueno, even Hayato. They are all good in tackle. Those that people use on the side as a defender, they are all good at tackle. They might be weaker at passing. I mean interception. But I think the chances of them getting Empoli's perfect cross is still quite high because 59k is not a very safe number. Even nowadays, Rafael gets intercept now and then. You agree?
Yeah, and even if you manage to dribble pass, you can't really wipe pass nowadays
Right.
because of all the auto interceptors around.
That's right. And he doesn't come with the what do you call
Dribble
that?
enhance, right?
Yeah, dribble enhance. So it doesn't help him get into the box quickly. So as you know, right, all the center defenders nowadays are very scary. So if you're from the side, right, and you want to get to the edge of the penalty box, right? I mean inside, just a bit inside, just so that you can pass yourself and tap to pass, right? He will lose his side master, that is one. And two, most likely he'll meet up with one of those monsters out there. So I agree with you. I'm not sure how well he will perform as well. So definitely not pulling for him, because there's a lot of other enablers that you can look at, and he is just not in my list, low. That's what I can say.
And he's also in the regular pool anyway, so really no need.
There's no hurry to go crazy for him. Okay, next up. Hi Dimas, thanks for
This
your blessing.
guy,
Yes,
this guy is roughly what we said about Empoli, but minus 30%. 30% worse.
This fella, right? You can see, right? His shot is 9.6k. His power is about 7.4k lah. So he is actually supposedly a quite decent shooter.
Really?
Yes, he is supposedly a quite decent shooter. But let's take a look at his
shot.
Right. So he actually need direct hotline. He provides. He gets, right. Yeah, he gets after receiving. He gets a 5% if he gets a pass from Tsubasa. Let's forget about Lui Kao, because Lui Kao now don't have a good pass, only a precise pass. So
He also provides 5%.
selecting
He provides and he gets.
Wow, this is is there? There's two. Oh yeah, there's a hotline and a direct hotline, so it's vice versa.
So he provides 5% for Tsubasa and Luikao.
I see.
But then you're playing Tsubasa and Luikao, right?
Yes.
You definitely want Tsubasa to pass to Luikao.
Right.
That's maker, right? So you can set up.
But you
set him
can
up better.
you can play a cheeky triangle, you know, because anyways, this Overus, how you pronounce his name, Overus?
Yeah.
Pass to Rikao or Tsubasa pass to Rikao is the same thing, because Rikao ultimately don't have the high ball request.
His pass
So
good enough.
his pass is 60k, not reliable. That's why I think you can maybe play him wide at the side. Actually, his shot is
I
quite
definitely won't use. I mean, like what you said, you using them as a triangle, right? I would not risk passing my ball to him
right.
for that triangle. Yeah, I would rather use my Tsubasa to dribble or 1-2
Right, because Tsubasa is both good.
passing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about some numbers. His SQ dribble hits 54k if he receive a pass from. Let's take that away. So his dribble is about 50k without hotline, and with hotline is 54k. His pass is as perfect pass is 55k, and if we include hotline is 60k. Not fantastic actually. Quite risky, because nowadays we have insane tacklers and blockers hitting 70k. So with a bit of RNG, right? Actually, you don't need a lot of RNG. Those 70k is most likely going to, eat him alive. Yeah.
I mean, for players like them, right, the non-core players, it's always quite sad when they get a lot of stats in shoot power, because they rarely get good momentum shots anyway. So if only his stats are more into the playmaking side, then I think he might be a bit usable.
Right, he is a lot weaker in playmaking if you compare him with Empoli. Empoli is a better playmaker, to be honest.
Because a lot of his stats went into his shot.
Right, so let's talk about his shot. So his shot is a 465 ground shot. So without the hotline is 79k, is below par. 79k most likely you won't score. So in other words, if he receive a ball from Tsubasa, right, he will hit 86k. But let's not forget that this long shot is just a normal long shot, right? Okay, it has one blow away one opponent, so it's not those lower distant decay type. So receiving the ball in the box, you need to trap the ball down and then you shoot. So if you
ultimately,
yes,
would you pass the ball to him with Luikao or Tsubasa?
Okay, let's take it as I don't have the Dreamfest Tsubasa. I only have the Gacha Tsubasa, the Gacha Barcelona Tsubasa, and I don't have Luikao. And I don't have any attacking options. Or let's say I have one attacking option, Roberto. And I have Overus. So Roberto hits 83k, I remember. All his shot hits 83k. And this fella, if he receives a pass from Tsubasa, it can reach 86k. If you were to ask me, I will still pass to Roberto. Because Roberto don't depend on the ground shot, because Roberto's ground shot, low flying shot and high flying shot, they are all the same, 83k standard across the board, so he can provide you very consistent results. But overall, he is slightly stronger on his ground shot at 86k, and his S jumping volley is 81k. That is provided his hotline is active, okay guys? So yeah, he is not really a goal threat, but if you happen to have him, let's say you try one DB, you get him, or maybe in the future you get him, I think he is playable, especially if you have Luikao, either Luikao or Tsubasa, a good Tsubasa in your team. Then with the additional 5, don't forget, Dreamfest Tsubasa also give you another 5%. So after that 5%, right, he might reach the 90k-ish range. So he's not totally useless, but he cannot play make, that's for sure. Scoring depends on too many things. He don't have a high ball shot, so and for him to shoot outside the box is out of the question. I mean, he won't score if he shoots out from outside the box. Against Zenzo, against Zeno, against Calusius, yes. Most likely won't score outside the box. Anything to add on for him?
Skip him.
Yes, skip. So ultimately, so our opinion is we will skip. We are not pulling for him as well.
I'm not even trying the 1dB.
Dude, I am not trying as well, dude. Okay, here comes the interesting one. This is Ricard. Okay, do you think he's useful? At first look, do you think he's useful?
Looks like a young Mueller.
Looks like a how do you call it? Rip-off version of Mueller. Smaller in size, less fierce.
Cosplayer.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so what do you think about him? So,
I am not so sure, but his stat handicap resistance 10% for himself, 13% for himself, right?
yeah, because it's 3 plus 10, yes, 13 for himself.
Not sure about the numbers, but wondering if go against those heavy debuff teams.
That is the argument that we had the last time regarding the Rising Sun Genzo, right? But this fella can actually hit higher numbers than Genzo.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I mean, because does he perform better than Senzo against like a massive debuff?
To be honest, he can be still played around because the buff team, from what I see, most of the debuff team actually don't use club forwards, right? Most of the debuff teams will use like Roberto as their forward, and who else? Magus, and those are not club players, you know. So he don't get any bonus.
Leon as well.
Right. So all those players are actually not club players. So you are up against 89k. 89k. Let's include his full power. Without anything is 78k. Without anything is 78k. So 78k is in the range where he cannot save anything, with or without his handicap resistance. Even we are saying that we are playing at a fair, like there's no debuff, there's no buff, right? He cannot save anything. 78k is just way too low for the current meta. But against club players, right, he shoots up to 89k, you know. 89k is very respectable. And during full power, right, he goes all the way up to 97k. That is just 2k off Zenzo's first save. But too many conditions, don't you think so?
Too situational, yeah.
Right. Too much.
Most teams have one or two scoring threat that is not club players. They're not from club.
Right. So, and do you think that he will fit in the current meta? Although you see a lot of club players in the current meta, right? But actually, who are the major 3 scorers? There's only 3 major club players that really threatens goal. That is Hino, Natureza, and Tsubasa. Did I miss anyone? Louis Cao now, 4. Rival is a 90k shooter. Yes, I would consider him as one as well. So other than those 4, I think in your team, how many non-club players do you have? Do you have Misaki?
Capable of scoring?
Yeah, capable of scoring.
Yes, I have Misaki and Napoleon.
And do you use Magus sometimes, right? Sorry?
I haven't been using Magus for a long time though.
Okay, so...
But Napoleon will probably eat him alive.
Yes, probably. So if you were to ask me to pay 205 paid DBs for him, I won't do it. You know, paid banners, for the first time when paid banners came out, right, I thought Genzo was really good because Genzo has this team skill. That's why everyone pull for him. But after that, right, for most of the paid banners, I didn't pull because I find all the players are just not worth, using your paid unless you really need him to complete your team type or complete some of the bonds. If not, if your team like can't fit him perfectly, then it's not worth pulling at all. Except for exception, there's a few exceptions. There's a few very good paid banners players like Rafael is really good. Pascal was very good as well. Did I miss anyone?
The French guys. Oh wait, then I mean Pierre. Sorry.
Pierre is quite decent as well, actually.
Pierre, it really depends on if you have the other two as well.
Right, and also if you have access to the Field of Dreams.
Yes, I don't have that, sadly.
So if you don't have Field of Dreams, right, he is not really a goal threat. Right, so
I even took away his shot because I don't want to invest
in his slider cannon shot. Slider cannon shot got one blow away effect though.
No thanks.
Alright, no thanks. So his catch is not up to standard actually. 480 momentum is just not up to standard. Okay, so Johannes is asking, how does it compare to his fellow pool keepers? Honestly, if you're going to compare with Espadas, right, of course he is better. There's no doubt. Because up front he already give you the same bond with Espadas, but he provides shield as well. He is definitely better than Espadas. And let's not forget that he's got this pedal to the metal, so during full power he becomes slightly more reliable as well. So if we were to compare him to Espadas, right, Espadas is I think most of the time he will be in the manicure shop doing his nails more than playing football. You know what I mean? So
this Richard is probably the best keeper available from the regular gacha.
Right, I agree. Dimas have a question as well. I have 9 SSR tickets. Should I open it or wait until 10 tickets? Would you mind?
Wait till you have 50.
Honestly, it depends on who in the regular pool you need. And I would think that you will save until there's a mixer. Then you pull everything. So it doesn't take up your inventory space. So if you open all your tickets, right, during that period of time, and those are all useless, right? Useless, how you judge whether a player is useless? That means their main skill is useless, they are not relevant. This is considered a useless player. You might as well throw it into the mixer. There's no point boundary breaking them, because after you boundary break them, they are still useless. So these players you will just throw to the mixer, and you keep your tickets for now until you reach the anniversary. Then they introduce the mixer, then you pull, then whatever you don't want, just throw inside the mixer.
The longer you wait, the more newer players there will be.
Yes, but the larger the pool as well.
Yeah, true.
So the smaller the percentage, but the chances of you getting new players is better. And
at least it's a chance.
Right. Alright, let's move on to the next banner. So this German banner we will just fly through, okay? Because all these players are not new. So if you ask me, I would maybe go for Chester or Magus. Müller is no longer in the meta anymore. I think this banner, right, is really horrible, you know. Because
yeah.
If you want to use Magus, you might as well use the JY version of Magus. You lose a bit of bond, but you know.
It comes with the strongest shot.
Yes,
if you play Schneider.
Yes, but now in the meta team, do you think you can fit in Schneider? Unless you're playing a debuff team, right? Because Schneider does have debuff. I think it's a 2%.
I think a Club Schneider might come soon though. Bayern Munich, a good one.
Even if that is going to happen, right? I think Xiao should come first, right? Xiao should come first before Show should come first before Schneider, right?
Hard to say, man. Slap. Release a lot of players back to back and one missing.
Okay, Johannes is having this very interesting theory. He says that his friend always pull when he have 10 because he says it's better for him. Better how? How do you judge?
I have saved 10 before and got all 10 dupes. It is really, it depends on your luck.
Right. Anyways, Tintin, we will have EK Clinic, but we are not going to start it right now, so I have not adjust the quantity yet. So we'll do it later after we go through all the banners. So for this banner, short and simple. If you need Magus, use the Dreamfest JY Magus. If you need Chester, that means at the final step, you have 1 out of 5 chance of getting Chester. So how risky is that? Very risky. So it's not worth it. How many steps are there in total? 5 steps? 7 steps? 5 steps? So if 5 steps and not 7 steps, that means it's 100 dBs cheaper. So it's only 170 dBs you get a guaranteed feature. But again, will you take the chance?
Too risky.
Yeah, too risky already, right?
I wish Goethe is in there for you though.
Oh no! Oh god, Goethe in there.
You need more Goethes.
Oh god, nightmare, man. I don't even want to talk about it. So the next one is Cows worth 205 paid DBs. Let's take a look at his bonds. Do you think that this bond is very restrictive right now? You need 5.
Yes.
And it's only for 2.5%. Okay, that is one thing. Inside Master is great. Stats up Schneider, not much value added. We don't have any Schneiders right now. That I mean, you occasionally
Only agility type.
Right. Only agility type. Then it's as good as dead already. This card. So.
Well, the most attractive thing about him is his main skill.
Right. Is his couch blocks, because this block is by far the strongest block ever on couch.
Until now, I don't even have Hedgehog.
Okay, Hedgehog is, I think is 420 is a lot weaker, you know.
Don't even have that.
Right.
I never pulled that.
So
I am actually quite tempted to pull for him to complete my DC couch.
yes, because this block will make DC couch a relevant blocker. That's why this block is actually important. Hedgehog is a lot weaker. Even if you give it to DC couch, right, he might not be able to deal with the meta shooters. So this is quite important. So if you are coming from that perspective, right, I think he is worth your 200 DBs. If you are not using DC couch or you are not using couch anywhere, right, then this banner, I don't think anyone should pull for him because outdated already. One thing is outdated. Don't forget, we are only like 3 months away from the anniversary. So totally not worth it, in my opinion. So Natureza said that he pulled this German banner twice already, skipping this time after the first time I was missing Chester. So now, are you still missing Chester? So he's still missing Chester now. Actually, Chester, let's go back and look at Chester. I think whatever Chester can do, right, Tsubasa can do also. First of all, The JY Magus do not need a high baller. He 80% high ball request. And the Inspire, right? It's only 5%. It can be compensated if you are using Tsubasa. Right. Tsubasa pass to forward 5%. Miguel pass to forward 5%. So it's negligible.
It stacks though.
Yeah,
I mean,
both of them stack. I mean the Inspire and the Hotline stacks. Yes, it does. It does.
So if you win something with Chester, Margus get the 5%, and then Margus gets a pass from Asa, that's another 5%, so it's 10%.
Right. So other
That's
than
the draw.
Other than that, he don't have any critical skills that you need from this particular version of Chester. So
And he is defensively not strong as well, even with Inside Master.
okay, the only strong Chester that is defensively sound, right, is the Dreamfest version, which is already outdated. The rest of the Chester, none of them are really actually good at defending. Maybe some good at tackling, some good at interception, but never both. So anyways, that's why we don't think that he is very crucial in that sense.
Yep, I agree.
So Daniel is saying that I didn't even pull a single fire past Chester till now. Oh, so I think he's referring back to your Hedgehog blog.
You can tell him about how you wanted Golden Duo Misaki for how many years?
3 years, and I got it January after the anniversary. I just got it after the anniversary. Shortly
You type JY Misaki, right?
Yes, because and after I got it right, they started to give in the World Challenge. My God. So don't worry, Daniel. Fire Pass will come one day. In the what you call that, the World Challenge. So MRD is asking, have you ever discussed or speak up to Caleb about how messed up RNG is in this game? Okay, MRD, RNG works both ways. You get what I mean? So RNG sometimes work for you, sometimes works for your opponent. So I
yes, a lot from what I've experienced. Yes, RNG. A lot of people complain about RNG, but I think when RNG happens against you, it stays in your memory longer.
You're breaking up in the middle just now.
Yes.
So
Succle is here.
Yes, hi Succle. Hey, can you repeat again? Sorry, because I think you broke in between your speech just now.
Okay, so I was saying, when RNG goes against you, it stays in your memory longer, and it's something that you notice more. But when RNG goes for you, most people tend to, just enjoy it and then go with the flow.
Right, and RNG, the kind of RNG we're talking about is extreme RNG, right? It's not.
I would say I haven't really seen that much extreme RNG in S99 games.
So how about sometimes unexpectedly your pass get deflected or this? I think those are okay. Those are not extreme. Extreme as in maybe wide shot against a C catch outside the box, then still score.
Oh, okay.
To me, those are extreme because those are game changing. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
well, I did hint to Elab in our interview. Remember?
Yeah.
About RNG.
RNG is one thing that keeps a lot of players alive. If you were to ask me, some of the players depend on RNG to do things. That's why you got spammers. That's why you got people shooting from everywhere.
Because if every game has zero RNG, right? Once you see a certain team, right, you can almost quit the game already.
Right. It's like we are talking about 5 years back when you watch Chelsea play against Chelsea, right?
Right. Chelsea play against Chelsea.
Yeah. I mean, mechanical football versus mechanical football. There's no RNG. Both sides are very mechanical. They all go by the book. There's no fancy play. There's no RNG involved. It will be boring, right? And whoever have the better, if there's no RNG, whoever have the better team will always win. Am I right to say that? Because your player quality is always higher. It doesn't matter your skill level. Because once you match up, once the keeper gets the ball, you can't score means you can't score because there's no RNG. You get what I mean?
You calculate the numbers and you know, oh, this shot is not going in. Then you might as well don't shoot.
Right. So, but then, because of RNG, right, it's worth trying. It's worth trying. So even the worst player in the gacha pool got a very slightest chance. So that's how the free to play players survive, right? So they can occasionally win. If you are 100% total free to play player that has rotten luck, you have rotten luck. You can't get any of the meta players. Then what happens to those players? They just quit the game because they can't win without RNG. But with RNG, there's a slight chance that they can win. So do you think it's a bad thing?
I personally don't find it an issue because I have lost to very weak teams when no matter how I shoot, right, the keeper just saves everything.
Yeah.
And I've also won against those heavily debuffed teams that thought I had no chance at all. But then, at the end, because of some deflection here and there, I managed to get a on goal. And then I actually won the game. Things like that happen. It makes the game more exciting.
Right. So maybe they can maybe remove those extreme when it comes.
Yeah. I mean, for the most extreme ones, then that needs some attention. But I personally, from my own point of view, I haven't seen it much.
So those extreme ones, do you know that as long as you choose the correct action, right, there's a very slim chance of you winning the ball, deflecting the ball? Do you know that Randy last time he actually tried? I don't know how many times he tried, but he white tackle a skill dribble. I'm talking about S rank skill dribble. Deflected. So I'm not sure whether you guys experienced those extreme RNG before. I think those should be removed. Because without committing a skill, right, you should never get a skill dribble. Unless you're playing the 1990s Captain Tsubasa where Schneider used white shot also can score against Genzo. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So we are not playing that game, right? So this kind of RNG should be totally removed. That's how I feel.
Yep.
Right, and next banner will be this banner. So in this banner, right, there's actually two players I think that is still relevant. One is of course Lui Kao. Lui Kao is only relevant if you have Dreamfest Tsubasa, okay? So my rating of 3 stars is based on that because out of 10 games I play, 9 games I will see Dreamfest Tsubasa. That's why I gave him 3 stars because Tsubasa is everywhere. And the second player that I think is relevant is Godoba. Those two are not so relevant now. I'm not saying that they are weak, they are still very strong. It's just that they are not seen as much. And that's about it. And if you ask me, would I pull? I wouldn't, man, because it's still a 50-50% chance. Okay, those banners that I will pull, right, is the main featured has to be very good, and maybe in the other featured must have two other stronger players that I don't have. Then I have like every time if I hit a featured player, I will have like 3 out of 4 chances. Okay, you was trying to say something. Sorry, Kozo, I interrupted you.
Oh, for me, if there's a player I feel that can into my first team immediately, then I would try. Even if it's 1 out of 4.
Right.
But that's not an easy criteria lah. I mean, not a lot of players can instantly be into the team.
MDR is saying that the problem is like bad RNG not happen only once or twice, but the whole match PvP is like a predetermined RNG by the system. Honestly, I don't think RNG is predetermined. It's like how do you say? So sometimes when you toss a coin, right, although it's a 50% chance, like I toss my coin 10 times and Kozo toss coins 10 times, our result will be very different. Like for example, if head symbolize me winning and tail symbolize me losing, right? I flip 10 times. There's a chance that 10 tails will appear, right? Am I right to say that?
Chance, yes.
So I don't think every single game when RNG happens, it happens for the entire game. I think that is very rare. In fact, personally, I have not experienced it. RNG happens once or twice in a game. Extreme ones. Those that have like deflection and this, like for example, you know that, let's say you know that Raphael with a A80 interception is unlikely to get your Tsubasa's S99 flying drive pass, but it happens sometimes. I can accept those. It happens. So I don't think it's a predetermined thing. What do you think, Kozo?
Yeah, I don't think so as well. It's like what I said. I have experienced games where the whole game I can be shooting at his keeper and then none of the shots went in, but I don't think it's predetermined thing. It's just like what you said, tossing a coin and then always ending onside. And I've also had games where everything went my way and end up winning, but I don't see really extreme cases like white moves getting S passes or S dribbles and all that. It's always like maybe my weaker intercept somehow deflected his strong pass and all that. Those I think feel very acceptable.
Okay,
Makes the game more interesting.
How about white tackle? Just because you are giving up on the let's say you're in a matchup and you know that this player can never get the ball, so you throw a white tackle and you get a red card for it. Do you think that is extreme RNG?
It's just unlucky, very unlucky. But then that's also why I don't do white tackles.
Right.
So I've had it happen to me.
Although it's
and then that player that gets sent off is someone crucial to your bonds and stuff like that. Then your game is gone already.
So guys, although the chance is so low and it's so extreme that it will happen, if you are giving up on a matchup, always intercept or block. Don't tackle. So Davin is asking, I thought Super Dream Fest was a middle end of the year thing. What?
It's every... Natat has replied him, right?
Right. Do you know why is it on June and December? Actually, anniversary should only happen once, right? It's because of the Japanese and global thing last time, Actually,
Anyway, Chilab is always finding reasons to celebrate things.
Yeah. Actually, it's not a bad thing.
It's good, but then it's a lot of that means a lot of banners as well.
A lot of banners, but at the same time, okay, we cannot compare the last time with present day, because present day I find them very generous when they come when it comes to DB, giving free DBs. Even the event now they are giving 35 DBs. You still remember when we started to play events like this, right? We get 5 to 10 DBs when we complete all the missions. 5 to 10, and now they're giving you 35. And even the previous one, I believe they give you 30 or 20. Right?
We actually got 100 from logging in, right? 50 and 50.
I'm talking about the mission, the event mission. When you complete all the event missions.
35 for this current one. And previously was like 10, 15, yeah.
during the time when we started, it was like 5 or 10 only. So the change, I mean the game changed a lot, as in the quality of life stuff and the willingness for them to give DBs. If you go back to the game where it first started, sorry, you don't have such treatment. Okay, anyways, we are done with Dream Collection. So do you want to talk about this banner? Actually,
This banner,
right.
do you pull?
I pulled last week. I
Oh,
got
yeah,
Misaki, remember? 5 steps.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Oh man.
So
I was lucky enough to get Napoleon, so I pulled for Pierre as well.
I see. So I think Kozo talked to me before. So if you have Napoleon and Pierre, it's actually quite okay, because Napoleon needs the tenacity from Pierre. That is crucial. That is crucial for Napoleon to hit the top numbers. So without Pierre, right, Napoleon is not very useful. Misaki.
Also,
yes.
yeah, and also Napoleon provides stamina cost down for Misaki, right? Which
Right.
works really well for the best Misaki as well.
Right. Okay, Carlos
That's all.
mentioned that they're giving 35 due to the 35 million downloads. Yes, we understand they are giving for the 35 million downloads. But even the previous one, they gave like 20 or 30. Right, the previous event missions. I think they gave quite a lot. I think bare minimum, I think is a 20. I think, if I didn't forget. So in my opinion, right, again, let's come back to the banner, sorry. Deviate for a while. Let's come back. So for me, right, I think these 3 players are if you get all 3, that is when they have the highest value. Because you know why? Pierre's first skill is actually tricolor. So you will need Misaki. If you don't have Misaki, you can't play him. Not you can't play him, you waste 1 slot. Actually, you can play Pierre and Napoleon with Dreamfest Misaki. Right.
Mm.
But I think you lose something, right? I think you lose the full power generation, is it?
Yes, for Pierre, which is not really useful.
Yep. So actually, I think Kozo is right. Actually, Napoleon and Pierre is much more important. And the 10% discount from who? Is it from Napoleon? Yeah, this actually helps the Dreamfest Misaki. Because Dreamfest Misaki is full body stand, remember? So this 10% stamina cost actually helps him. Yeah, so Kozo is spot on again. So this banner, Napoleon and Pierre is more crucial. Misaki
What-
is
One thing to add about these 3 guys, right, is that they all have some major flaw defensively. So they can be quite a liability when you're defending.
That's why I think in our video we say that Pierre can never play as a DM because he will never win any
Yeah.
ball. So these guys are designed to attack. These guys are there to provide the bonds, the debuff, and attack. And honestly, nothing else. The only good thing about Misaki I want to talk about is his sub skill, overhead interception, which is only available on the limited Misaki. Now they gave him, they give this version this interception. This is the best interception. 475 is quite a top tier intercept. So that is the only thing going for Misaki. And in order for this Misaki to really wreck goalkeepers, right, you need the Sky Alpha tornado shot and tornado something. Yes, I'm talking about it. So how about this banner, the Legends? Skip. Too many featured. Honestly, there's like but with a low 144 dBs, right, you can actually exchange for one of the players. So with that in mind, right, and I think there is one player in this pool that is really worth considering if you can fit him into your team. And Milson.
Hello.
Hi, Succle.
Hi, Succle.
Welcome, Succle.
Welcome. So yeah, and Milson, because of his Insight Master 50%, and on top of that he gives you the 3% debuff, and he's got a low 40% auto interception, which is better than nothing.
Shield.
3% shield, yes.
Not debuff. You said debuff.
Oh, I said debuff. Sorry. I was trying to say shield. Alright, so that is all our banners. Any thoughts, guys? Yes, let's hear it from Succle.
The name of the technique is High Speed Tornado Sky Alpha.
Okay, so Succle needs to come in, so he cannot stand. Why you cannot
You mean
remember
just
that
to correct
skill?
you?
Yeah, but it's fine. I enjoyed it. No, always good to have Succle around.
What? I just joined.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you join for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 30 minutes. We always appreciate every time you join. That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
love you guys too.
Do you what do you say?
I love you guys too. Baka.
Alright, so now we are moving on to the next section, which is IK Clinic. We will get to hear
Oh no!
Suckle's sexy voice. So guys, give me a minute. I'll adjust the quantity to 2.
Succle, do an echo when it starts.
Oh, what?
When someone claims EK Clinic, you do the echo behind her.
Clinic, cool. Oh,
Waiting.
EK? Oh god!
hey, come on.
Hello.
I can't! I'm laughing! I'm laughing! Wait!
Late.
Oh, you still have
Damn
to do
it! Just Tintin, just go! Just go!
Tintin, you are claiming for someone else? Oh, I thought King, you're not going to claim it. You're going to claim it for something else or what? Hello?
It's always Tintin. Why is Tintin always...
So, Tintin,
Tintin!
hello. Who are you claiming it for?
Me! It's for himself.
For me, okay, come, let's take a look at my team.
You are indeed sounds like an ASMR podcast guy. Okay. Hold on, I'll be an ASMR right now.
Wow.
If you want, I can just do an ASMR right like this. I don't have to come like really close to the microphone. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. I'm close to the microphone and I'm just whispering to it. There you go.
Can you do like Japanese voiceover like in
I don't know Japanese.
like the you know when the players shout out their skill names or whatever shit.
Just do whatever shit. Just do whatever shit, man. Okay, we are supposed to look at Tintin's team deck 1.
Oh damn.
I think in order for Yamada to work, right, you need to stack debuff. So, if you are not...
Can do ASMR voice too, please?
What? Okay, guys, focus on the team. So this is without the club bonus. So if you ask me, keeper...
Tintin already said that Saviola is only there for the flex.
I don't see Saviola though.
Yeah, me neither. So I don't know what he means.
This is deck 1, right? What?
Wait, it is deck 1, right? Yeah, deck 1. He did say deck 1.
That's Julie.
He did say deck 1.
Meant.
Okay, first thing, his goalkeeper. Yamada is only viable in a debuff team, in my opinion. If
How-
you're not using a debuff team,
How many debuffs does he have?
I think I have used him enough to know him that he is not effective in even in a debuff team. Sometimes he is unreliable. So unless your team is stacking like 30% debuff, if not worth using him at all. Your center back is okay. I think Kalorus is okay also. Gentil skill block, I know. So
I'm pretty sure Carlos is just there to buff his Natureza.
Carlos is not okay, man. In a 3-man defense, he is good.
Yeah, he's probably just there to buff Natureza.
do you know that he tackles a lot of things? If you meet him at the side, of course.
I always go for him. He is easy snack.
For passing.
Easy snake.
Yeah.
Do you know he tackle some passing as well? It happens. It's just that maybe we are not using him. So I'm sure that those that use him, right,
Yeah.
will get some of those results. He actually tackles.
You shouldn't have said anything, so Kozo would be surprised next time.
I mean, I have met him. I've met him, but then I use strong passers again. Fego, Raphael, Tsubasa, Misaki. So
my
all these
Misaki,
have
my Misaki and Tsubasa got tackled by him before.
tackled by him. Really?
Yep.
I've never had that happen.
Deflected.
Always an easy pass over.
I thought so too. That's why I pick on him. I purposely pick on him. And after a few games, when I meet him, I still try to pick on him. Because you know the numbers, right? So, but those players that I use to pick on him are skill type, so that might be a factor. So I think Raphael and Fego will be much better to use pass against him. So talking about his midfield, Natureza, why is he on the side? And why is
I have no idea.
Fego in the middle? I think they should.
It should be the opposite.
Yeah, they should swap. And this same goes for him as well.
Yeah, same. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say too.
So,
Clinic. Ah!
so your
Wait,
goal
where's the echo?
scorers. Hey, where's the echo?
Ike Clinic.
Quick, do it. Yes. So how I normally build my team, right? Those that are likely to score, right, will be in the more centralized position.
Yeah, because they will push more forward.
Right, and you want your enablers to be on the side, so you can look for angles to pass, bypassing
Yep.
the central defenders to your. For example, I will, if let's say I were to use Natureza to pass, right, most of the time I will look for Santana, because if you are up against a 3-man defense, right, that will disable the center defender most of the time. So enablers should be always on the side. I think your scorers are fine. Oh dear. Just give me a minute. I forgot that I didn't lock my screen.
Oh dear.
Luckily, no one messaged me. Okay, we are back. So, I think Nita is the forgotten. He is actually quite decent, but he's a forgotten forward, unfortunately. But he's still relevant. I'm not saying that he's not relevant. His low shot is still insane. But if you're against Zenzo, no, you won't score. Most likely you won't score. If you're against Zeno, no, most likely you won't score. So he is the bane of Kalusias. That's all. Santana is still good because his ground shot is 3 blow away, right? Blow away up to 3. So that
Yeah, you can just check. Just hold.
Yeah, I think it's 3. Yep, up to 3.
Yeah, 3.
So blow away effect is never to be underestimated. It happens sometimes. Your keeper will get blow away even if you have color advantage, even if you are using Zenzo. So other than that, I think your team is rather playable. Maybe your keeper need to switch. Gentil, of
How many
course.
bonds is that?
30%.
30%. That's pretty nice. That's pretty dang good.
Right.
I think Tintin's team has improved quite a lot.
Yes.
This
But
time we've
there's
seen it.
there's 0 shield. 0.
Yeah, if you go up against a team with debuff, you... Oh, one.
We have 2% here.
1 of 2%.
So I don't think it's enough because most of the meta teams you meet nowadays.
I think you should either have more shields, or you should start going for characters that have debuffs as well.
Right, either ways. Debuffs will work in favor of Yamada. If you are like a Yamada fan and you need to use Yamada for sure, then that is the way to go, I feel. How about this? Do you guys think that this Galvan is useful?
Has an insane tackle.
Special
not
skill
bad.
block.
Yeah. And he kills 1-2, so
He has
takes away
special
1-2.
skill block and 1/2 killer. He can tackle through it.
Right, so what if he blocks the tackle and don't block the pass? He's dead, right?
He can still intercept, right? His intercept's not.
It's not totally
Really
useless. Yes, I agree. It's not totally useless. But I think I look at him before. Let me check the figures as you guys entertain the rest of the people. Is that too much to ask for?
No, don't worry. Kozo, tell us a joke.
No. You guys can talk
Time
about his team.
for-
Focus,
Oh,
focus on his team.
okay, I'll start the joke then.
What?
There once was a man.
I like how he captained Yamada.
Yeah, the best goalkeeper in
It
the game.
It goes well with the
course.
chess. It goes well with the chess icon on the
On the corner.
kind of indicates that he's quite a treasure.
That's what I thought.
Over to you, Succle.
What?
Your turn.
My turn. I'm not funny. I don't have jokes.
Subs bench looks
I don't know why you have that goalkeeper.
anyhow.
Necessary goalkeeper. I don't really get it, but alright. You did say that you had was it Saviola? He did put Saviola. We just came in too early, but he did put Saviola in there. Which can Saviola be a DM?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Nope. Ah!
I mean,
No, that's not
Right,
Saviola.
Where's Saviola?
Yeah, he didn't put it yet.
he mistook Julie for Saviola, I guess.
No. He has Saviola. He just put it in way too late because
Oh,
he
is
already
it?
joined. Yeah. At least that's what he told me. I hope he's not trolling me.
No, Saviola cannot play as DM. I think it's AM also.
Okay.
AM is
Saviola?
Saviola is AM.
Saviola is only forward. No
forward.
AM.
No AM.
I think so.
Yeah, then Saviola is not worth playing. Honestly, he's got better options. Even Nita and Santana is better. So back to this Galvan. This Galvan is actually pretty decent versus AM. Outside of that, he is not that great. Yep.
That concludes our EK clinic.
For Tintin's team. So the first thing you want to look for is a new goalkeeper, that's for sure. And you need to look for some shoes. And probably replace Gentile and Carlos Lucius. I think the rest of the players you have are fine for now. Okay, who's next? Don't tell me it's King, okay?
Why not? What's wrong with King?
Because
Tintin is asking
okay,
if he should go for Chevy or Emilson to replace Gentile.
wow.
Xavi has inside master plus 50%.
But Xavi can.
I don't
But,
think he don't need
uh,
Chevy.
Yeah,
Got
he-
two playmakers in there.
I think he will need Emilson. Emilson will be
Emilson
Yeah.
is
a solid pickup.
he offers 3% shield.
Mm.
Go for it.
Go for it.
May the gods bless you.
King, you promised not to claim Ike Clinic this week.
Aha!
Last week I remember you said you won't claim this week because last week you looked at your team already. So
You better be careful, everyone. TK remembers what you did.
I will give you back your 50 points, and I will.
Oh, did he do that?
And I will change the quantity again. So anyone else want us to look at his team? So if no one else is, then I will just return him the 50 points, and I will not increase the quantity.
Come on, don't be shy.
There's someone.
Hyoga, tienes que usar el comando de Ike Clinic.
Oh my god. Where?
Bon Huigo.
No, I'm just explaining because Hyoga. Oh, Hugo84 is saying in Spanish for me to tell you to check my team, but he has to use the Ike Clinic.
Ah, okay. Bon Huigo.
That's what I told him.
I claim it for anyone, but no one claim it. Okay, I'll return you your 50 points. So, did Succle mention that someone wants to want us to look at his team?
Hugo84.
Hugo84.
That's his.
Alright, Hugo84, give us your ID, your player ID, and which deck you want us to look at. So King is very kind. King already claimed for you, so you don't have to claim yourself.
Hyuga, tenés que dar el código de tu equipo.
By the way, if Hyuga84 is not giving us his player ID, right, I will give back King his points. So yep, we'll wait for a while for him to respond. So meanwhile, what is the what is the craziest debuff team you guys ever seen?
The one that we saw last week. That was the craziest one because I'm still in gold 4. So bueno, Hyuga, tienes que dar tu ID. Tienes que dar tu ID para entrar en tu perfil.
Wow, Tintin met a 37 debuff.
37 debuff?
37% debuff team.
What?
That's not for everyone though, right? I don't think you can debuff everyone 37. It's more like forward club players or something like that.
Really? Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, I don't.
I think the worst I've seen is like 33.
Like I know you can debuff Tsubasa by a lot, like maybe even 37, but it doesn't apply to every other player.
Okay, well, Hyuga just said, never mind, leave it for next time. I don't know why.
Okay, then we'll look at Darwin's team, and I'll give back King's 50 points. All right.
Okay, Davin.
$37. Like how much? Yeah, how much bond was the 37% debuff? How much bond did he have? Because now Hyuga gave the code.
Wait, what?
Hyuga just gave the code. What?
Next time then. We already promised. We already moved on.
Okay.
It's not. Make Devin.
Oh, Devin says Hyuga first. Okay, let's go for Hyuga then.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, Darwin, if you want us to take a look at your team, you can always PM us. Unless you're trying to flex your team. I'm just kidding, man. Which deck? I assume it's deck 1?
Wow, I think so.
Wow, I think his team do not need a lot of help.
Same, Jesus.
Actually,
Replace that Tsubasa with Super Dream Fest. They're done.
Yes, exactly.
There's a lot of bonds that.
Wait, that's 20%.
20%, yes.
Yeah.
I think he don't have 2 Argentinian, losing 4%.
Yeah, that's
and doesn't
Club
have,
Tsubasa as well.
Yeah, so if Club Tsubasa comes in, then there will be like a 3% jump, and Tsubasa brings 2.5, right?
20. Oh, we can't forget he has Roberto, right? So it's plus 4% as well. Yeah.
Right, but Roberto is a totem. He can't do anything. He won't be able to score.
Yeah.
So
That's annoying.
the only 2 scorers you have is Misaki and Rival. But Rival without Tsubasa is a waste because the 3% is so easy to activate. So if you have the what do you call it, the gacha version of Catalonia Tsubasa, you can use him instead of him. Let me. You have him. So do you really need this?
And he's fully.
Oh dear. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no. Okay.
He don't really need this Tsubasa, right?
What does that green Tsubasa bring to the table?
He is using.
Oh, agility type clubs. Yeah. What? 20%. 20%. Okay.
1, 2,
I.
3, 5. So this is your 5 core players. So you don't even need this.
Raphael is not.
Raphael is not. Why?
Oh wait, agility non-Japanese is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agility
Is it
non-Japanese.
club?
Yeah. No. The first one is club. First one is club.
And still, he's got it. He's got it anyway.
This one is not club.
Does that does the World Cup Tsubasa bring any bonds or something?
He does.
But then again, three or more club type players.
Yeah, so easy to activate for his team. 1.5 though.
Plus 1.5.
He lose 1%, but in return he gets another 2% from Rival.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah. And if you ask me, right, is this Tsubasa very good or still relevant? I don't think so. I don't think he's very relevant right now.
But then again, that's because we got another green Tsubasa.
Right. And you don't really need him. Misaki don't even need him, right? 6 or more Japanese, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
Stop doing that!
I'm sorry. So, and this Hyuga is actually, if you were to ask me, right, if you're up against Genzo, right, I think he deserves a spot.
I don't see a lot of those Yugas around.
Yeah, no longer, because for
Spawn is easy to activate as well.
yeah, but he doesn't have Stormy Resurrection, so he's not an option. Not an option anymore.
He might have it on some other Hyuga, I think.
He might.
Me, Resurrection is very common.
Nope, not here. Anyways, do you have?
Oh, there he was, but he's not evolved.
Oh, then you just evolve him. Nowadays,
Yeah, he if you go to deck 3, I believe. Deck 3. Yeah, there he is in the bench, but he's not leveled up. So he still only has bull shot, but he only require 1 more level up.
right?
1 more evolve.
Did I see a Dreamfest Hino? One of the decks.
Did you? No, that is not Dreamfest.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Close. Very close. And the other thing I will recommend is always play Gentil in the middle, because Gentil is just plain broken. And since, I'll be honest with you, since
you don't have any of the Argentinians, I don't think you really need that guy in the middle.
right, and the other thing I want to say is, since you're not having, you don't have any Argentinians, right? I might as well you play Owyron at the side, and Gentil will take the center. Owyron inside master is still quite relevant, so as long as you have the S intercept, which you don't have, never mind, you can always work towards that direction.
Or is there another defender that offers bonds? Other
Um,
decks?
actually, he is quite decent because he offers 1% to agility type and 2% to Asian players.
Asian.
So if you look at the entire team, right, the entire team benefits. Right. Mostly agility and Japanese players. Let's check out if he have other defenders. Soda is out of the question. Why is this guy's I thought this guy haven't received HA.
Wait, what?
I thought he received HA. This guy is skill block also. Annoying. Oh, only
switch to
block
skill
dribble.
block, one dribble.
Block dribble. Okay, that's about it. So, Kozo, any thoughts? I already scroll through all the possible decks that I can scroll through.
Well, same as what you mentioned. Yeah, Gentile in the middle.
But his
Oh.
Gentile got no block.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why he's not in the middle. If that's the case, then Orion deserves to be in the middle more than Igawa. If you are hoping that Igawa can somehow intercept passes, that's the reason why you put him there. But Igawa is so easy to abuse, man. It's too easy to abuse nowadays. Even if I were to play Igawa, I will play him in a 4-man defense rather than a 3-man defense.
Hi nuts.
Sorry? Succle, you're saying?
I said hi nuts.
Oh, hi nuts. Hi nuts. Just follow. If you don't know what's happening, just follow. Hi nuts. Hi pack speedy. MBA Michael S rank defense. I don't think he has it.
Yeah, okay.
And honestly, I wouldn't unless you have S floating tackle. Yeah, if that's the case, I will place. I will always play Matsuyama or Grandiose in this position, and always put Shaft Raphael to decide. Because I think that they are better DMs just because of their auto interception and their ability to win the ball. Grandiose is slightly weaker when you compare to Matsuyama, but the skill block always works wonders because it's 100%, right? So if that's the case, you have no choice. Then what do you think about Owyron? Anyone? Do you think Owyron is...
I don't really see that Orion a lot. I didn't really realize that he had that he was that good. I mean, he has Inside Master.
Yeah, he
And
has...
Inside Master is something that 50% as well, which is something that not a lot of people realize the potential of.
Actually, I do think that this Owyron is still relevant. Actually, I did the numbers between this Owyron and the new Owyron without the turban. They are very similar. They are very similar.
What's the stats up that he has? Asian players and agility type players.
Yes, this is 2% and the agility type players is 1%. So Genzo will get 3%. He will get 3%, he will get 3%. And if we use the Club Tsubasa here, this fellow will get 3%. I think it's not that bad of a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Igawa is very strong when it comes to high ball, especially if you're up against those Dreamfest muggers. I think Igawa can really perform against Haas, but we don't see Haas as much nowadays. So what is Igawa's role here? To intercept passes?
If that's the
Recovery.
case, Gentile can do a very better job than that.
Okay, I ever played last time when I was a hardcore Igawa user against Miguel, sorry. So he will always match up with Igawa and torture my Igawa. He is right in
He's a
front of goal.
bully.
He is right in front of goal, but he won't shoot. He will just dribble. So after the first time I try to block, second time I try to tackle, third time I totally give up. Anyways, Igawa don't have a lot of stamina as well. And till this day, Igawa still suffer the same problem. And what's
There's
worse?
more
Yeah, there's more.
more dribblers.
There's more dribblers.
Natureza, Santana.
This guy can't catch a break.
Yeah, this guy can't. So unless you are playing a 4-man defense, if not, I wouldn't recommend him at all. Soga is fine. Soga, he can camp at the side, and when his stamina is low enough, he can intercept some balls. So he's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So Igawa is not fine. If you are playing him alone, it's not fine.
But other than that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good though. It's still pretty good.
Right. So I would recommend you playing either Grandiose or Matsuyama as your DM. That is an immediate improvement. I will find it immediate improvement, because whatever, especially Matsuyama, because whatever he cannot do, he can do. And he also have auto interception. This position is very vital. Sorry, not this player. I mean this, when you play PvP, right, the central area is vital. A lot of passes pass through this area. So it's best to put your auto interceptors in the middle. So that's why either put Grandiose or Matsu here. I will recommend Matsu a bit more because he can do both. And the other thing is replace your Tsubasa. I don't think this Tsubasa, even at full body stand, you are using Skydive, right? I think I saw Skydive.
Yeah, he has skydive, yes.
I don't think he can score reliably. So might as well put in the Club Tsubasa so that your other players will be a bit stronger because of his buff. I mean his bond. And that is about it. So I'll leave it to you whether you want to replace your Igawa with your Owiron or not. Your goalkeeper has no problem, of course. Nonetheless, we don't have to say anything about that. And if you have Stormy, if somehow you get Stormy Resurrection, Hyuga can be surprising at times because 5 blow away cannot be underestimated. Alright, you guys have anything to add?
Nope.
Nope. So well done, TK.
Well done.
Thank you. So
I just heard the microphone. I thought he was gonna be like,
Thank you. Thank you.
So I hope that helps your team, Hyuga. And remember to thank King because he claimed the IK clinic for you.
And Succle for translating.
Yes. Of course.
On Huego.
Buen juego.
So time flies. We are already at 11 PM already. So we only have time for one game. Do you have any new teams to show off or something? I still playing my own. How about Succle? Yes. How about why don't you play a game with your new team?
Oh god. Oh no. No! Don't say Succle versus Kozo. I would not win.
Hold on, Tintin is asking a question. Should I put Emerson in the center back row or put him... Wait.
Okay, Emerson can only play in 2 positions. Center back is out of the question. He can play either as a side defender, but I think he works best as a DM.
Even as with the S block?
Well, I will need to check the numbers. Just
I
give me
think he can, no?
I don't think so lah, unless you really boundary break him. I think without boundary breaking him, I think he is not a relevant blocker.
What about limit breaking block power
Okay,
and
I'm going to put the
Perception.
the idea of the thing where I am on the chat right now. All right.
Alright.
So anyone who wants to join this.
You're putting it on the YouTube chat?
Yes. I already did. It's probably going to take just a while. There it
Alright.
is.
So if you're playing against guys, Succle is playing. Wow, so fast. Oh yeah, very hot community. Every time every time we ask for games, seems like no one wants to play with us. Everyone is bored.
I remember this team.
Oh no. What is this team?
This team has a very
dribble enhance on the wings.
Oh god.
this team is actually
Make sure your side defenders are
yeah, good, yes. Because the concept of the team is there. And the concept is rather good.
All right. Well, I'm going to be focused.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to mute you guys so you guys keep entertaining them.
We will try our best. Okay, back to Edmilson. Actually, Edmilson with the Inside Master 25-25 block, right? He is a relevant blocker. With full limit break, he is a relevant blocker. But his tackle needs a bit of help.
his tackle or intercept needs more help.
Tackle needs more help.
Okay.
Let's go! Succle versus King. Oh, here comes the full power generation. Ah, smart choice. Because both of them don't have interception. Easy pass. Easy 30% full power. Now, the question is, who is he going to pass to? King's team is really solid though. Zeno in goal. Oh, Misaki. Oh, good positioning. If you notice, right, the positioning is quite nice. So you see, Grandiose is still here. So it's a bit too much to pass.
Nice. Say to Tsubasa in a 1-2.
Yeah, you can take. I don't think he can. You need to guess though, because the first 1-2, I think Grandiose still have a good percentage of getting the ball.
Quite low percentage, unless the bonds are.
Oh wait, it's a S50 game. Oh, it's fine. He's challenging his Gentile.
Hey!
Prep.
In this case, right, I would have used a white skill on Gentile and intercepted with Igawa.
Here they are. Kozo. Oh, skill block.
Now I'm tempted to buy S block. Again.
Okay, if you give him 25, okay, let me give you the figures on chat in chat. 25 block, 25 block, 25 power with Inside Master. Nani? Eh? Impressive number actually. 77.7k. That is as good as Akai. Akai's block
As
is
good as Akai, really?
yes, if you guess correctly. Akai is 78k. Akai is all day round. 78. No need to guess. Why didn't you try to pass the ball? Oh, because he blocked the pass or what? What? I missed something. Sorry, I was distracted. I'll be back. Alright, MBA, thank you so much for joining us. So what is he going to do here? He can't dribble for sure. He's going to dribble. Oh, he's going to dribble. Oh dear.
7%?
7%.
7% or 5%?
7%. Because this is the fast tackle.
Blue and black tackle.
So I wonder who is going to pass the ball now. Actually, the new format is rather difficult to pass the ball, don't you feel so? Especially when it comes to corner.
Yeah, yes. You need good passes around near the corner taker.
Yeah, and sometimes you switch, and they still refuse to go near, right?
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Okay, Soda at the side is pretty much useless. Oh, auto intercept. There's one auto intercept. Oh, no auto intercept. Chiagure. Do you think Espadas can save it from this angle? Oh, it's a silver crit. Low chance, silver crit. If no crit, do you think have chance? Maybe, right, because of the angle.
Angle's not that off, right?
It's not exactly centralized as well.
Still within the frame of the goal, right? Within the goalpost.
So I think his main problem here is scoring against Zeno. The only really... I'm not sure what his Misaki has. Later I'll check it out again. Oh! Wow, that is brave. That is really brave. I think he should abuse his Tsubasa a bit more though. Just go man on the grandiose. Just take him on. Actually, it's worth a try, you know. I would have thrown an intercept at him. So that's first half.
Green saw the time.
This guy is pretty strong interceptor, you know. In the mid area.
Maybe he saw the time is ending.
Oh, yeah.
So he didn't.
Yeah, wise choice. Dumb. I'm so dumb. So he's now running at 25.5. So his team improved by 1.5%. I think King's team is at 30%. Yeah, close to 30, 29.5. So actually still not so far apart, just 4%. And actually there's no difference actually. He's got Roberto, so that's another 4%. So actually there's no difference. Wow, so many supporters eh. When I play, I don't get as many Kampate. You play even worse, not even one Kampate. No, you know who
nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares about.
全力で行くからな。ここはつなげていく。よろしく。
よろしく。
Yoshi-kun is nice to meet you, right?
おう。でもど
Ah,
こ？
yeah, Yoroshiku. Nice to meet you, yes.
さあ来い。
俺が行くぜ。
It can be. Yeah, I think so. I think it can be used in other ways as well.
パスから流れをつかむぞ。
What? I missed it again. Oh, sorry.
行くぞ。
I was wondering whether he has S intercept. I mean, even S Swift intercept is good.
It
On
was blocked.
it was blocked. I see. But still good choice because you need to lower the stamina for Tsubasa.
根性で止めてやる。
Oh, look at Ishizaki doing his work. The side master doing side master's work. Oh no!
Side
no.
master, this is side master.
勝負だ。
よし来い。
Ah, he's going to slaughter him for sure.
If only he has a 1-2.
Yeah, if only. If he has a 1-2, he'll
いいコースがあるぞ。
actually without the 1-2, he's still very broken, you know.
Yeah, he is. After I started playing Napoleon and Pierre, I had to take out Raphael, and I miss him so much.
You miss him so much. Dribble. Very easy, just dribble. But the thing is your type difference. So it might not work. But I think most likely it will. So Natameza is like Yoroshiku is one of the words which have countless meanings for so many contexts. So yep. You can use it in other ways as well.
俺がマークにつく。
Shobura! Koi! What shot? Neo twin shot. The angle is bad though. Such a tough game for him. Gentile is like, hi. So Davin is asking, if you only have one copy of Red Raphael, would you fit it to the Dreamfest copy?
ここでやられる
I
わけ
did
にはいかないんだ。やらせるか。
There you have it, your answer.
I did that, but then now I'm not using him.
Oh dear. So in other words, if you are using Raphael, the Dreamfest Raphael is worth doing it.
やらせる
Am I right to
か。
say that?
勝負だ。
Yes, but then I realized I had to boundary break his intercept. Yeah, to take down a lot of the, like for passers like Misaki and Tsubasa, they can pass over his floating intercept when I did not limit break.
What? That actually made it.
負けるわけにはいかないんだ。見せつけてやる。
Oh, this might be a goal though. Might be. Or might not, because his stamina is still quite full. Oh, Zeno is a
負けるわ
goalkeeper.
けにはいかないんだ。
Silver crit.
Oh, and the debuff on Tsubasa also.
And what skills are needed to remove? Actually, do you think it's worth removing the S precise
危ないぜ。
A dribble, yes.
A dribble?
Remove the A dribble. That's one of the best thing for him as well.
How about S precise shot?
No, I did not even
Bother, right?
save. I did not even save it. I just I removed A dribble. That's very important.
Oh dear. I think this is going in.
そろそろ本気で打つぞ。
Because A dribble is perfect for generating full power.
Yep. I did that as well.
That's precise shot. I know even if I pass it on right, I wouldn't want to invest black balls in it. Yeah.
There's no point of giving him precise shot. Zero incentive. So for other players without skill block cancel, right, I will still maybe, if you don't have skill block cancel, maybe I will consider. But already you have 2 dribbles and 1 pass, and somehow you have skill block cancel. Why do you need precise shot for?
僕が仕掛ける。
へへ受けてやるぜ。
What? That sounds
So
very
creepy, right? This
Yeah.
Sano guy is.
So
Every
creepy.
time I hear him talk, it's like, is he even playing
い
football?
いコースがあるぞ。
So Natureza, do you understand what Sano just said just now? It sounds really creepy. So it will be nice if you can translate a bit for us. Oh, that's a strange pass. Sago was having the ball, right? And for some reason that his Tsubasa refused to move at all.
Oh, he blocked his dribble.
That is RNG for you.
Oh.
But not extreme though. Oh, the game ends, right? Alright,
I'm back.
good game.
ありがとう。これが俺の
Oh
実力だぞ。
shit!
Where's your arigato? Oh my god.
Where's my arigato?
How
No!
rude.
I wanted to say. I
So
forgot.
rude, Succle. Come
I
on.
wanted to say. I was looking for it.
Oh my god, Succle.
I forgot.
We all remember this moment.
No!
Alright guys,
This is just. This match was just proof that I need a better goalkeeper.
And that you're rude.
And that I'm rude.
Yeah, you just went down the tunnel after the full-time whistle. without
you know how many people were supporting for you? Rooting for you?
s-
The amount of kampates you receive.
I don't know why people would support me.
Unless I'm getting it wrong, those kambate is for King.
Yeah, yeah. Now everyone's gonna be like, no, they were for King. Don't worry. Succle sucks.
So anyways, that also brings us to the end of this stream. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Slightly different context to the entire stream.
Remember to play your league game.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I win or lose. Does it make any sense to you? Yeah, just for the sake of the event mission. So anyway guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. I think I didn't add the source for the Discord. Just give me a minute. I'm going to add this. Okay, let's go over here again. I think they cannot hear you now. They can't hear you now. Yep.
I was gonna remind them to always say thank you to their opponents after the match.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, now they can hear
I
you.
was looking for it. I was panicking. Because I didn't have time. I knew I didn't have time. I was like, where is it? Where is it? I knew I put it in here somewhere. No, I don't want to say Kaze. I want to say thank you.
That
So
just shows you don't have a habit of saying thank you.
I do. I had the Misaki with
Just kidding,
baguettes.
just kidding.
it's
I
okay.
had
It's,
Misaki with baguettes waiting.
it's all too late to explain now, so it's fine.
Ew.
Okay, so thank you guys for joining us. The credits finished already.
Thanks, Succle, for joining.
Thanks,
Credits
Succle.
finished.
Arigato, Succle.
Arigato, arigato everyone.
Yes.
Bye
I'll
bye.
bring back
Baguette.
SMR next week.